Empire Magazine Leadership Podcast Series. I'm Vaishnavi. I welcome you all to Empire Magazine Leadership Podcast. Laura De La Fuente with us. So today we are going to talk about her journey, life lessons, and please let us know some tips that will inspire us in future. Okay.
Okay, I will do my best.
Welcome. How did your journey to becoming a CMO begin?
I think that my journey began at the frontier of innovation. I entered the industry when digital marketing was still being defined. Shortly afterwards, mobile emerged, and then apps became most disruptive and transforming behavior and business models. I then work in omnichannel strategies powered by sense and generated data. We integrate artificial intelligence to complete and connect some ecosystems. And then I use artificial intelligence for enable individualization based in behaviors data at scale. So the reality is I'm always in the frontier of innovation, and I began in the Ibero-American market, expanded into English-Spanish markets, and eventually into the global environments. So I think that today my frontier nowadays is Earth Intelligence and Augmented Intelligence platform, and this is we do not have a lot of competitors all over the world. So it's important to be global, to expand our knowledge and our solutions and services that are really impactful for the planet.
Okay. I must say you have an amazing personality. It's truly inspiring.
Thank you.
So, what drives you every day in your role at Xcalibur Smart Mapping?
Oh, what drives me every day? My current focus now is Earth intelligence, critical minerals, geopolitical, and geoeconomic implications. So, what does Earth intelligence means? Because I'm using that word, but maybe it's important to explain it to you. And it's using advanced geoscience, data modeling, leader, satellite data, artificial intelligence, machine learning to better understand how to manage natural capital responsibility. That's my aim. Critical minerals are no longer a niche topic. I think that it's in the central of all the conversations regarding energy transition, digitalization, technological oversights, and global power balance. So my daily is just to work with all the teams around the world, trying to explain this and trying to explain how important are our services and our activity. And that's the aim that moves me. And we also working in augmented intelligence. It's not just artificial intelligence platform, it's an augmented intelligence. What does that mean? That technology, it's just a path of improves how humanity understands and manages resources. And so my objective in marketing today is not contextual visibility. It's not promotion. It's like value-driven positioning. Marketing must articulate not only what the company does and to whom. I think it's more about what it matters and a world shaped by resources strategy.
I would like to ask you that how is AI changing the future in marketing and decision making?
I think artificial intelligence is elevating leadership, not replacing it. I'm an optimist. So it enables predictive modeling, individualized communication, smart resource allocation, but it's really transformation lies to anticipation, I think. How artificial intelligence and the governance of it. Um, with expertise, you can develop pattern recognition, and artificial intelligence accelerates that capability. So I think that the strategic advantage today belongs to those who combine artificial intelligence with foresights, who can see market shifts before they fully materialized. It's like, can I say it like with a claim like technology and his judgment, and do not substitute it. You know what I mean?
Okay. What do you think? Like AI is really a disruption, or it's really giving us real-time information and it's useful? Can you tell me, like, what, according to you, is AI really helping us or it's disrupting us?
No, I think it's just accelerating our decisions. Thanks to AI, I'm just trying to foresee different paths and ways. So I've got different solutions at the same time, and then I have to just think in a strategically. So in that case, it's not disruption. It's not an opportunity. It's like accelerating processes.
Like it depends on our perspective, right? Like how we take it. If we take it like positively, means we can have many changes, and for some it might be really like interruption between, like most of the humans I have seen today, uh, they use very less amount of their energy to invest in something, or to think, like thinking ability is reducing. Like I think it's a point. I don't know exactly, so I would like that you clarified.
Yeah, yeah. I think that I'm always talking about, maybe because I'm a marketer, but I'm always talking about augmented intelligence instead of artificial intelligence, because augmented intelligence combine the professional expertise of the human being and all the expertise and knowledge that we have, the creativity, the sixth sense that we have with all the information. And I think that this is just a channel. It's just how we accelerate that. But that's why I'm talking about augmented intelligence instead of artificial intelligence. It's both decisions. So, as you know, I'm the director of a master here in the MEEP and in SD. And I'm always saying that we have to understand how artificial intelligence is going to help us in the leadership, but with responsibility. And so I think that it's just an accelerator.
Okay, thank you for your answer. That was my personal question actually. I had a doubt, like it's really beneficial for us or not. So I got it clear. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, it's elevating leadership, not replacing it.
Okay. So what has been the most defining moment in your career?
Um, I think that, oh, this is a difficult question because I have like plenty of those. But you know that I've been leading a digital production house, the first one in Spain, and we start working with sensor, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, VR. And then we get acquired by a performance huge agency. And at that moment, I was awarded with few times with excellence in media innovation, with creativity. I was awarded a lot. But then the CEO told me that they acquired the company because of me. He saw something in me. And then I was really young. I was just 28 years old, I think. And at that moment, he moved me to the consultants area, specialized in startup growth and omnichannel strategies. And I was the youngest. But just 6 months later, he asked me to open in the Mexican market alone as a CEO. And in that moment, I just get that moment and I said yes to that. So I went there with no structure. We have a joint venture. In that moment, it's Keolaraki. Now it's the Mexico subsidiary of Mio Group. And with no local legacy, local positioning, I start defining some services, digital services that in that moment they didn't reach the market yet. So I get two strategic clients in less than 6 months, 8 months. So that experience reinforced me, and I learned something fundamental that with strategy and innovation, and if you anticipate the market, growth follows. Positioning is leverage.
Okay, that's quite inspiring. I might say you are lucky enough. Okay. So, what is building trust mean in digital world, according to you?
Oh, I love this question. Thank you for this question because trust has become one of the most strategic and fragile assets in a company. At the request of CNBC, when I was in during Davos last year, I started a series building trust. They invite me to a women leader breakfast as one of the leaders in marketing and strategic, and start that series building trust. And the reality is that exploring leadership credibility in a complex global industry is not easy. I know that evolving that platform into a broader framework, focus in the trust, but now I'm just developing it in the focus in the trust in the area of artificial intelligence and sustainability, continuity, and geopolitical resource tension. Now we are in a difficult moment, and marketing is navigating a particular complex stage. So I think that we are operating between greenwashing and green hashing. That's the reality of our companies, that some organizations start talking about sustainability or their values overstate, but at the same time others, and maybe I feel like a little of those ones that remain silent to avoid criticism. And I think that neither approach build long-term trust. You know what I mean? So I think that trust requires coherence between values, between operations, between narrative, requires transparency, but at the same time, you have to communicate the aim of the company, despite you are not on that stage yet, because it's important for building trust to everybody understand why you are doing this, not what you are doing. It's why. So at the beginning, we were storytellers, then we were story doings, and now I think that we have to go through that and say, what is the aim of our activity? That's what it's going to build trust for companies.
Okay. How do you stay ahead in such a changing industry, like fast changing industry?
I think that anticipation comes from discipline, for hard work, attention to detail, optimism, continuous learning, being a little freak and curious of technology, because the first time that I arrived, Xcalibur Smart Mapping, they were talking about geophysical systems. They are talking about geophysics, geological structures, and I'm a marketer. So it was like huge information, very technical information. We are a data-driven company, so you have to learn a lot about that and paying attention to detail, trying to explain everything clearly to all of our stakeholders, which are geological services, governments, mining industry, investors, society. So not being afraid of taking the lead on new projects and ownerships, it's clear, and learning from the best. I think it's super important. We have a lot of stakeholders around us, such as universities, such as Stanford, Carnegie. We are part of AET, where a lot of leaders explaining you all the most far-changing industries around the world. And as I told you, I am engaging with the best in EASY, which is an ecosystem of professionals that they are transforming the world. I'm the MBA, executive MBA director, which is the meme. And I think that I'm always in that disruption because I engage with all those leaders and we are preparing people for that. So now I'm talking about GEO, which is generative optimization and keywords like such as SEO. I don't want to be technical, but it's now in the market. I'm trying my best to do my best, and I'm just explaining what I'm doing. And sometimes it's not correct, sometimes it's correct. I'm just opening my experience of that. So I think that attention in detail, optimism, being a little freak, it's so important for that.
Okay. So, what is the biggest leadership lesson that you have learned so far, like till now in your journey?
Wow. I'm learning daily. But I think that example is the stronger than authority. That's the way I'm leading my teams. Ego weakens transformation. Humility is strengthened. When leaders work so hard, such as me, stay detail-oriented and remain openly learning to their teams, and always having the best people around me, I think that this is the most important way to be a leader. It doesn't matter whether you manage 5 million marketing plan, or 3K dollars. It doesn't matter about, it's not the budget. It's not the prediction. It's just like trying to understand them, having empathy, and having a holistic view of marketing and strategy, so you can answer their question and help them. And if you have to go in deep in something, I love to create my own LinkedIn post for the companies, or I love to go through the website and trying to understand the CMS, or going through it's just going. It's important to be holistic, strategical, but I love the empathy and trying to work on that. So I think that being an example is as strong as that authority. So that's more or less the biggest leadership lesson that I've got.
Learning never goes out of style, right?
Yeah.
Every day you keep learning some new things, some new lessons,
Yeah.
new experiences.
If you have the mentorship, if you have a mentor next to you, that's gold, because nowadays with artificial intelligence, you can learn a lot easily, and you can be self learning and by yourself and with a lot of information, but having the mentor to try to help you with the sources and how you have to think about that, I think that's gold
It's really
nowadays.
it's not time consuming, and it's very easy nowadays because of AI. Really,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
AI is literally changing the world.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think so.
Uh,
So do I.
how do you balance data technology and human intuition?
How I manage balance data, technology, and human intuition. Okay, so I think it's anticipation, as I mentioned before, is a form of strategic instinct. AI provides data, accelerates the informed decisions. Technology scales intelligence, but human intuition defines the direction. It's so easy to lose the voice and the tone of your brand using AI. You have to understand what is your brand, and that having that human intuition that you can define where to go, which is the direction, which kind of topics, keywords, operations, stakeholders you have to involve in your project. So the future is augmented intelligence, where human judgment remains the center. I think that's my perspective, but it's just an opinion.
I guess it truly resonates the question I asked before, right? That humans nowadays are using very less amount of the brain and
Yeah.
total use of AI, right?
Yeah, it's just sometimes people ask me like, "Oh, AI, this is disruptive." I'd say, "No, AI. Just I started working with machine learning and AI long time ago, and but nowadays accelerates it a lot, and it makes mainstream, and this is awesome. To democrate technology is awesome, but we have to do it responsibility and with human intuition.
What advice would you give women aspiring global leadership roles?
This is so easy for me because we have a huge STEM program with African Gift Foundation, also Xcalibur Foundation, and Xcalibur Smart Mapping. And we create mentorships. We are speaker of women, an African in this case, that they want to be have STEM careers or they are defining their professional career. And you always say something that it's so important for women, and it's that women often possess a multi-direction way of thinking. We tend to analyze several angles simultaneously. We have a strategic, relation, operational, and long-term view and impact. The ability to connect complex variables becomes a superpower for us. This is an advantage. And there is also something we do not articulate enough. We have like that new sense. It's like the sixth sense. And that's important because it's part of our nature, and the ability to perceive shifts, risks, opportunities before it happens. It's important. And I have to add something, which is maybe a little controversial, but motherhood, in my case, has amplified this capability. It shapes focus, teaches me to prioritize. I think that now urgent things are not as important as before. It's more important the important things. Sorry for that, but and introduce reality. I think that in studies confirm that our brain changes when we are mothers, and now we can have multiple things running on in our brain at the same time, and we are making those solutions, and we are problem solvers at the same time with multiple stops. And the brain changes when you're a mother, so this is not a barrier. I think it's better. And that combination, like the multidimensional intelligence, instinct, and ground perspective, makes women equipped to lead transformation and mode in the artificial intelligence era.
Okay. What is the most important like life lesson you can highlight in your journey, like as a tip you can give to women over different industries, like
I think that you have to get the lead of new projects without those. We just try to anticipate all the problems that can cause to have a new decision and to have another path. We are like scaring of changing, and I think that we have to change that. We have to change that.
what is your long-term vision for impact in marketing and AI?
Um, I think that marketing must become a discipline of anticipation and values. I think values are can I say, our most important asset. In an AI-powered world, the real competitive advantage lies in positioning technology responsibly and strategically. In my case, especially in industries that are huge regulated, for example, what we are doing now, like shipping energy transition, natural capital governance, geopolitical stability is such as important now in all the sectors. I think that marketing should not simply amplify innovation, or should not simplify amplify services or what we are doing in operations. I think it's more a frame to have an ethical dimension and a long-term impact. If artificial intelligence is transforming how the decisions are made, marketing must transform how the meaning, trust, and strategic perceptions are construing the world. In one sentence, I will say that is the impact I aim to contribute to. Is what marketing should be doing.
Okay, questions very well and in detail.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so now we come to our rapid fire question part. You have to answer it in one word.
Okay.
One word that defines your leadership style.
transformational.
Is AI opportunity or disruption?
um, Opportunity.
Like mentor or self-made?
Mentorship. In a world of AI, it's important to have mentors because it's very easy to learn self-made. Like self-made, it's easier now.
Okay. Strategy or creativity?
Strategy enables creativity.
Okay. Are you a early bird or night owl?
For sure, my nature is early bird, but my work uh, makes me early owl because I work globally. So I have like meetings early in the morning and late at night. So.
One habit that keeps you productive.
Oh, I'm very efficient. I think that to drop off and pick up my 4-year-old daughter from school, I think that she is my greatest source of inspiration, and it's the only person who truly disconnect me from thinking about Xcalibur Smart Mapping, and that makes me sharper, more intuitive, and more responsible and more creative. So to drop off and pick up my 4-year-old daughter from her school, for sure.
Okay. It was nice meeting you. I have more to learn from you.
Thank you so much.
I'm grateful to have you on podcast of Empire Magazine. Thank you so much, Laura, with you.
Bye.
Thank you.